Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary, your platform for everything Jamaican football related. How's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary, your platform for everything Jamaican football related. We kindly ask at this point in time that you may hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button, so you can stay more in tune with the content right here on Reggae Boys Commentary. As you know, it is a very busy calendar year that lies ahead. And we've gotten into it already in the first quarter of the year with friendly matches and also Nations League, not Nations League, but Gold Cup prelims and counters. And when you look at what is left for the rest of the calendar year for 2025, we're looking at Unity Cup, we're looking at World Cup qualifiers, we're looking at Gold Cup, and we're also looking at World Cup qualifiers again in the last quarter of 2025. So it just goes to show what this calendar year has ahead in terms of all of these aspects. So without further ado, let's get right into this video, shall we? As we get into things. Now, as you know, we've done videos right here on this platform, Jamaica's against Caribbean teams at the CONCACAF Gold Cup, Jamaica against Central American teams at the Gold Cup in terms of wins. And now in this video, we're going to look at Jamaica's wins against North American teams in the Gold Cup. Yep. So that is exactly what we're going to go into right now. So remember, North American teams are teams that play, well, there are three North American countries, the United States, Mexico, and Canada. And of course, we know these three teams will co-host the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which will feature 48 teams. All right, good. So now that we have that said, what is Jamaica's record like against these teams? Well, Jamaica has recorded 4 victories against North American teams in the history of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Can you believe that Jamaica's win in 1993, wins in 1998, 2003, 2005, and 2009 editions of the Gold Cup have all come against Central American teams? So from Jamaica's first win in 1993 to 2009, all of Jamaica's wins at the Gold Cup came against Central American teams. The first time that Jamaica won a game that was not against a Central American team was 2011 against Grenada. All right, that was Jamaica's first win against a Caribbean team at the Gold Cup. But with that being said, now, what about against a North American team? Well, for that, we're going to have to go to the state of Texas for that one, as a very, very late goal from Rudolph Austin guided Jamaica to a 1-0 victory over Canada in 2015. Yep, that is right, a 1-0 victory over Canada in Houston, Texas. This was Jamaica's first victory over a North American team in the history of the Gold Cup. It put us on 4 points. And what it also meant as well in the grand scheme of things is that it set up the group nicely for the final match day as Jamaica took on El Salvador. But this was not Jamaica's only win against a North American team in this competition. No, no, no. As we go to the semifinals of this competition in Atlanta, it was Jamaica again. Yes, with a 2-1 victory over the United States. Darren Mattocks and Giles Barnes with the goals as Jamaica got to the first Gold Cup final. Yep, that is right. And what I love about this Gold Cup is the venues that we played in, right? We played in a lot of the 6 matches that we played, 4 of them you could say have a high population density of Jamaican diaspora. El Salvador, Toronto, definitely. Baltimore against Haiti in the quarterfinals, definitely. Atlanta against the United States, definitely. And the final against Mexico, Philadelphia, absolutely. You have straight flights from Philadelphia to Montego Bay. You know what I'm saying? So that just tells you everything. Jamaica, of course, won the Fair Play Award for this tournament. All right, so let's now go to 2017. And in 2017, the victories against the North American teams that Jamaica got came actually in the knockout stages of the competition. All right, so yes, Jamaica did get a draw against Mexico in the group stages, remember, in Denver, Colorado. However, in relation to the knockout stages, Jamaica 2-1 victory over Canada. Sean Francis opened the scoring, and then Romario Williams made it 2-0. Yes, you could say a Jamaican scored for Canada as well in Junior Hoylett. So Jamaica, a 2-1 victory over the Canadians. But what happened in the semi-final? Kemar Taxi Lawrence's free kick and another final for Jamaica in 2017. Yes, that is right. Another final for Jamaica. So that is basically what wraps up Jamaica's wins against North American teams. In 2019, Jamaica's wins came up against Central American teams, Honduras and Panama. 2021, Jamaica's wins came against CFU teams, Guadeloupe and Suriname, right? In 2023, Jamaica's wins came against Trinidad, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Guatemala, right? So that wraps up what Jamaica's record has been like against, that's right, teams from North America. And now we go into the 2025 edition of the Gold Cup, right? And if you think about it really, since 2011, right? Since 2011, only two teams have eliminated Jamaica from the CONCACAF Gold Cup, and they have been the United States and Mexico. 2011 quarterfinals, the United States. 2015 final, it was Mexico. 2017 final, it was the United States. 2019 semifinal was the United States. 2021 quarterfinals was the United States. And 2023 was Mexico. So since 2011, only the United States or Mexico have tried to stop Jamaica in lifting the title. So this is a 10-year anniversary of our team getting to a Gold Cup final, and certainly want to replicate that by getting to a final, and certainly lifting the trophy is a huge ambition. So North American teams, it's a great thing for us to continue to build as well. 4 wins and counting. Reggae Boys fans, thank you very much so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you watching this video. I encourage you, please do hit the like, share, and subscribe button so you can stay more in tune with Reggae Boys commentary. As you know, in terms of the 2025 tournament, the first game is in Carson, California. The second game is in San Jose, California. So LA to San Jose in terms of flying time, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Driving, that's 6 hours. And San Jose to Austin, Texas, that's about 3 hours and 10 minutes. Austin, you look at the quarterfinals, either in Glendale, Arizona or Minneapolis. So you're going from Austin to Glendale, Arizona, 2 hours and change. You're going to Minneapolis, you're going to 3 hours and change. And then Santa Clara, California, that's going to the western part of the island. That's 3 hours in that direction. If you're going to St. Louis, that's probably an hour and change. And of course, the final itself, if you're from Santa Clara and going to Houston, that's 3 hours. If you're going from St. Louis to Houston, you are talking about 2.5 hours. So folks, thank you very much so much for tuning into this video. It's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content.